NFL Week 4 review. We start off with the Lions going to Green Bay, and they win in Green Bay. I mean, the Lions are doing things that the Lions simply don't do. They've won road games in Kansas City against Patrick Mahomes, and I know Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers aren't playing quarterback in Green Bay, but a win against the Packers on the road in primetime is a win against the Packers, and you can't be picky. The Lions are 3-1. I think they're the third best team in the NFC right now. Jaguars, Falcons. Jaguars get back on track, and they should have beat the Falcons. They're 2-2 now. The big morning game, Bills and Dolphins. 48-20 Bills. I like the Dolphins coming to this one, and I think a lot of others did too. I mean, they were coming off the 70-point game. Did you think they were going to score 70 points? No. But I thought they would have been the team that would have put up 48. Rather, it was Josh Allen outplaying Tua Tagovailoa. Tua, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. I mean, they only scored 6 points, the Dolphins, in the second half. In the third quarter, they were shut out in the fourth quarter, and the Bills took the 49er formula from last season. You have to be very physical with the Dolphins. You have to score, and you better play good defense. And the Bills did it. I mean, Josh Allen, 21-25, 320 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no interceptions. I've been critical of Josh Allen, I think rightfully so. This game, he was great. Stephon Diggs had the big 55-yard touchdown, and they made the Dolphins, and especially Tua, uncomfortable. That's what you have to do. Not many teams can do it. Great win for the Bills. I really enjoy those morning games. Well, here on the West Coast, they're morning games. But the 1 o'clock Eastern games in Buffalo, great place to watch football. Broncos defeat the Bears. The Bears fall to 0-4, and the Broncos pick up their first win, which they had to get. But come on, they had to come back against the Bears in Chicago. I mean, to come back being buried by the Bears at all is an embarrassment. And you can take that as a pun or not. Sean Payton gets his first win. And will they win any other games? We'll see. And the Bears are 0-4. Ravens. And I've been critical of Josh Allen. I've also been critical of Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson was sharp. He was efficient. I don't know what to make of the Browns. There was no Deshaun Watson. They could be good. I don't know, but the Ravens just keep on winning. That's just what Baltimore does. The Titans all over the Bengals, 27-3. You know, Joe Burrow's not right, and Vrabel's an excellent head coach, though. Excellent defensive coordinator. I just don't think he has the pieces. I think he does a great job in Tennessee. Rams defeat the Colts in overtime, and Puka Nacua keeps on rolling. This rookie had 163 yards receiving. Another good game out of Matthew Stafford, and the Rams could be a wild card team. Buccaneers defeat the Saints, and they may be the team that wins the division. I don't like anyone in the South, but they're 3-1. The Eagles, it takes overtime, but they do beat the, I almost said the Redskins, the Commanders. I'd prefer Washington football team over the Commanders. The Eagles really haven't been in rhythm. They haven't hit their stride yet. But they're 4-0. They're 4-0, and you'll take that. Vikings and Panthers, no comment. Steelers and Texans. Well, the Texans got the best of the Steelers, 30-6, and C.J. Stroud looks like the real deal. Didn't think the Texans would start off 2-2. This was the day they honored J.J. Watt, and I had the feeling they did it because T.J. Watt was playing on the other side. And don't ask me why the Texans were wearing red, but they won. Raiders, Chargers. No Jimmy Garoppolo. Aiden O'Connell. I like O'Connell, but this was a tough game. The Chargers had to get this. They're 2-2. And I had to do a double take, and my eyes popped when I saw the box score. Khalil Mack, 6 sacks. Yeah, 6 sacks. For Khalil Mack, who's had a great career. But surprise, surprise, Garoppolo's hurt, and he'll win you a lot of games against mediocre and bad teams, but he's either going to be hurt or he's going to lose the big games. I said that all along. Raiders fans, enjoy. Cowboys crush the Patriots 38-3. They improved to 3-1 while the Patriots fall 1-3. Cowboys defense was excellent. They've allowed the fewest points in football through 4 weeks. A lot of questions in New England with Mac Jones, with Bill Belichick. This was the worst loss of Bill Belichick's career with the Patriots, 38-3. Efficient game from Dak Prescott. Game of the year so far next week in San Francisco. Sunday Night Football, 49ers, Cowboys. And the game I was obviously watching closely was the 49ers and the Cardinals. Brock Purdy, 20 of 21, 283 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. If he was the Cowboys quarterback, I repeat, I keep saying this, and he was undefeated and he was playing like this, we would not hear the end of it. You would be absolutely sick of it. But we don't hear that because he's only the 49ers quarterback. Yet we're NFL royalty, yet we've won as many Super Bowls as the Cowboys. We're just not America's team. Christian McCaffrey, that was the story of the game. 20 carries, 106 yards, 3 touchdowns rushing, and then he adds 7 receptions, 71 yards, and a touchdown. This guy's playing like the MVP right now in the league. Can we actually have a non-quarterback MVP? I mean, this guy just does everything. He has the speed. He has the moves. We saw the 360 spin. I mean, he already is putting quite a highlight reel together this year. The mean stiff arm. He jumped over a defender for a touchdown today. And many 49er fans have said it, and commenters have said it, and commenters, whatever. We knew he was good. We just had no idea he was this good until we got to see him every week. And yeah, it's not that you can just focus on him because the 49ers have so many weapons. He is the best player on offense, the best offensive weapon. I mean, you can go between him and Trent Williams. But so far this year, he is the best player. He's that good. He is better than anyone else they have that's a skilled player on offense. Brandon Aiyuk, how about a quiet 6 receptions for 148 yards? I have a few complaints, though. I haven't seen enough George Kittle. 1 reception, 9 yards. What's that all about? Deebo Samuel was playing hurt. You would think he was really more of a decoy than anything in this one. Didn't matter. The Cardinals played really hard. I want to get into that. The defense, they only had 1 sack. And the pass rush, the plan obviously with the 49ers is with all these quarterbacks you're seeing every week. I mean, Nick Bosa only has 1 sack so far. Get rid of the ball and get rid of the ball fast. 3-step drop, it's out. You're getting that out as fast as you can and neutralize the pass rush. It's worked to some extent, but this is such a deep defense. This is a defense that's so good on all 3 levels. The Cardinals made it close at the half. They made it interesting. They did. I mean, it was 21-10 at halftime, and then it was 21-16, and then the 49ers put up 14 and shut the Cardinals out in the fourth quarter for a 35-16 win. But I give the Cardinals some due and some credit. I mean, Joshua Dobbs has been good. He was 28 for 41, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He had 48 yards rushing. And I'm sitting there saying, And why do you want Kyler Murray back? Oh, because he's the one you invested in. Sure, Dobbs is a few years older. I've been very impressed by the way he's played. Smart, well prepared, accurate. The Cardinals may be better off with him than Kyler Murray. I'm totally serious. James Conner always plays tough. I mean, 11 carries, 52 yards, 4.7 yards. He's always been tough on the 49ers. Marquise Brown, I won't call him by his nickname. He had 96 yards rushing. But I really think the Cardinals are going actually in the right direction. I would not have said that, but I like what I've seen from them. And Gannon's doing a good job coaching them. He is. And then for the Sunday night game, which was a good game, the Jets should have won. And it was controversial at the end. The penalty. Patrick Mahomes just did Patrick Mahomes things, but you can't help but watching this game just say, oh, if the Jets had a little better quarterback play. I mean, if Aaron Rodgers played, there's no doubt the Jets win. I think the Jets win by 7 to 10 points if Aaron Rodgers played that game. Robert Saleh had his defense totally prepared, yet they lost. And it was extremely disappointing for them at home. And the Jets built a good team. It's just a shame what happened with Rodgers, and they're looks like they're going to go down with Zach Wilson. It's hilarious that Rodgers just like, I'm going to make it back this season. Really? You're going to make it back from your ACL at 40 years old? I think that's wishful thinking, and it's I just couldn't help but laugh. But the Jets, they're 1-3 now after winning the first game, and the Chiefs, who were 0-1, have won 3 straight. But to me, the Chiefs look very beatable. They look very thin with their depth. Patrick Mahomes was actually, believe it or not, he was outplayed by Zach Wilson. He was. And they still won. 18 of 30, 203 yards, a touchdown, 2 picks. This is not, you got to respect the Chiefs as you always do, but they don't put a fear in you anymore. They don't. And I don't think other teams fear them the way they used to. It's sort of like what happened to the Warriors. You don't have that fear that you had a year or two ago, and that part of it's not having Tyreek Hill. It's just there's not as much at receiver anymore, and you got to take them seriously. You got to consider them one of the best teams in the AFC, but I really wonder where they line up. The Bills have to be saying, we can beat them. We can finally take them. And the Dolphins have to sit there and say, too, that if we had to go into Kansas City, I think we could win. Seahawks at Giants. No more Giants primetime games. 3 times already, and they've been dogs. Sunday night football against the Cowboys, shutout. Thursday night football against the 49ers. They lose by double digits. And then this one, 24-3. 3 at home. Man, the Giants look bad. And the Seahawks didn't light it up on offense. They didn't. Daniel Jones, 203 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Nothing's really working on offense. They still miss Saquon Barkley. But you had Daniel Jones was sacked 11 times by the Seahawks, who really don't have much of a pass rush at all. So the Giants fall 1-3. Seahawks improved to 3-1. there you have it. A brief review and recap of week 4.